gbogbo ohun tí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó tóun kó lè lóun ń jà fún kò sí tí àwọn olórí ẹgbẹ́ wa ò tí ì sọ sí à ń kì í nílọ̀ kì í ṣe fún Ìyábọ̀ Òjó nìkan fún gbogbo ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wa lápapọ̀ wípé kọ́ máa kó ara wọn ní ìjánu ká máa mọ ohun tí à ń sọ kò ń ṣe gbogbo lóòótọ́ ìgbàlódé lọ́rọ̀ social media àmọ́ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ a gbọ́dọ̀ máa wọ ẹni tó bí ire gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá culture of respect a gbọ́dọ̀ ní ìbọ̀wọ̀ fún ara wa béèyàn bá fi oṣù méjì ṣáájú ẹ dénú iṣẹ́ yìí ọ̀gá ẹ̀.
Even though wherever I work, I still try as much as possible to live up to expectations. Because they will want to see me. I will have impressed them with my fast knowledge or something, and eventually I will disappoint them one way or they will sack me eventually until gradually I became the general manager of Steel Industries, Papa. I worked there for some years, but that was when I said, let me go and face this film thing. That was, I resigned voluntarily there and faced my career as an actor. So I think I must have answered you.
But when you faced your career as an actor, did you have it all rosy? Did you have challenges of, okay, now, I mean, were you acting back to back like every day and making money that was enough for your family? Were you married? Did you have kids at the time? Was the money enough?
Which money? The one I was getting from...
You had left where you worked.
Of course,
your
it was enough. In fact, I bought my acting.
I said when you retired from the shipping company and everything.
When I left Steel Industries, I was already a transporter.
So you had a business?
So I have something that brings money.
Okay.
Already.
So you're supposed to understand. So I mean, there are so many young people who want to, make a mark in this industry. And many of them don't have this knowledge. Like for you now. You had something else going for yourself. You were making money.
I needed the money so that because most members of my group, they don't make money anywhere, and it wasn't as if we were making good money like that with the group. So it is like they weren't providing money to sustain them, and just like that, we went on like that because the group was not a full-time thing. Even at a point, our that is Ojolari Theater, Bello, Baba, Miro, and all now came to the same base with us. They joined us. What I mean is they were rehearsing in the morning and we rehearsed in the evening. Their own became a full-time business before ours, so they were facing it, and I understudied them too. I realized to face it, you need to get a balekaja, that lorry. That is what you need to move around, do one thing or the other, which I also did. That was the beginning of transportation. I bought one, and I have to now buy small danfo to join in that action.
So you explained that you were inspired to go to further your education by Baba Femi Okunu, but I'm curious why you chose business administration. As against maybe film studies, theater arts.
Not available here. They don't do theater arts at Yabatek.
Not just maybe Yabatek, maybe
but never mind. I later studied performing arts at Olabisi Onabanjo University. So I was already Jide Kosoko fully.
Interesting.
That is, if you want to know if I have formal education in this thing, yes, I did.
Okay. Did you go for what was the reason you had? I mean, you were already, like you said, you were already Jide Kosoko. Why did you decide to go and do performing arts or creative?
Honestly, at that time, I had wanted to use it to encourage some youths who are members of our association. I was the president of my association then, and I wanted to tell them that age should not be a barrier for education. You can still, and I went with some of them.
Okay. Oh, wow. How old were you then?
I'm talking of just 2000 and was it 2010 or 2013?
Wow, really inspiring, really very inspiring.
So just to encourage the young ones, and they did it.
Interesting.
And even now, Latin, the new president of Tampan, is doing similar thing, taking people out to forget about, go on, you can still do it. Because you still need it, no matter what you think you are at the moment.
Very true. So I would just want you to maybe detail your experience as an actor at the time. Because I know now times have changed, production is a lot more. And I say this with all sense of modesty. It's not like I'm saying the people who are practitioners in this business don't put in a lot of work, but it's a lot more easier now. I mean, I remember, there was a time we had a conversation with Kanayo, and he explained that the lighting they used to use at the time was so hot that, so we would like some of your experience from the beginning so that people who look at the industry now can better appreciate the efforts that people like you put in so many years ago.
Yes, first and foremost, like I said earlier, we were not really making that money. Okay. It was just passion. In fact, we never knew we were building an industry. Wow. At that stage. It was like getting ourselves to just like club, group.
Social.
Then gradually in fact, my own place was a base where we have quite a number of other popular artists then now that were with me. In fact, I became so popular that as a director, that if you don't have me in your production, you seem not to have any production.
Wow.
Because the marketers will ask, Jide Kosoko, who directed this? Jide Kosoko. You understand? So I became a champion. But even at that time, we were not making the money. And the struggle was much. Even then, Chico Ejiro was with me. Chico Ejiro? He's not with us. You know Chico Ejiro?
Yes, yes.
Yes, he was with me. He used to carry wire and light. This light you are talking about, Chico Ejiro will hold it. And the thing will be hot. But yet, he continued to. And then, he became a prolific director before he died.
Wow.
Okay.
So that means in fact, at a point, a lot of them were living in my house. Because it is not because they don't have their own houses, but because they want us to be together. The way we do our things together, especially when we were, anytime we are trying to go into production, we sit together. The kind of the way we write our scripts then is not like now. You just bring a topic and we'll sit down and be discussing. Why not start like this? Let it be. Then before you know it, we write it out, and then we are not even writing lines. We just give you situations. And that's it.
Speaking about script writing,
And then by the time we are writing that situation, we already know who should play what.
Casting is going on.
The casting is done there. Even from your contribution during the script